Hi, I'm Jared.
And I'm Brad.
And this week on Hood Slappers, we're going to be reviewing the 2022 Grand Wagoneer.
Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Opulence, a showcase of great wealth or luxury. Now, most of us don't have the capacity to live opulent lives, but we do have an item or two we like to showcase our aspirations to a life of luxury.
Take that person who wanders around with that Louis Vuitton purse while sifting through the discount rack at Winners. Of course, there's the individual who wears the Rolex wristwatch while his shirt and jeans are from Costco because he couldn't find what he wanted at the discount rack at Winners. And of course, we all have that friend who at the end of the night will bring out his 18-year-old bottle of scotch after drinking Coors Light in the earlier evening.
Well, and we also know the opposite of opulence when we see it. Take Jared, for example. For instance, it's clear his wife cuts his hair, he can't afford a razor, and the combined total cost of his clothing is about what you'd pay for a Big Mac combo at McDonald's. And yet, Jared is functional. There's nothing wrong with Jared per se. It's just that you would never mistake someone like Jared for someone, say, like me. The same goes in the automotive world. You've got your luxury cars, your Lamborghinis, Porsche, Bentley, Rolls-Royce, and then you've got your, well, Jareds, your Hondas, Toyotas, VW, Kia. You get the point.
But then you have those items that make you wonder, is this luxury or just masquerading as expensive? Take Brad for his example. His sweater here. It looks expensive, but I think that's a Winners price tag.
Get out of here.
And of course, we can't forget to mention his bracelet here, clearly a Father's Day gift.
It was from the kids, Jared. Now, I'm not sure where you were going with that, Jared, but this brings us to the 2022 Grand Wagoneer. Now, Wagoneer might not be the first name you think of when you think of a luxury car, but with a price point starting at $121,995, the Grand Wagoneer certainly wants you to believe this is the definition of opulence.
And that's what we're here to find out. Is the Wagoneer luxury, or is it just an overpriced Jeep? Let's take a look.
Jeep claims that the Grand Wagoneer reinterprets their own legacy and takes the premium SUV into uncharted territories of style, comfort, and adventure. The exterior styling presents itself as confidently elegant, featuring a timeless silhouette and artisan levels of craftsmanship.
The unique premium LED projector headlamps combine technical advancements with striking style. An integrated electronic headlamp motor turns the lights left and right so it follows the turn of the steering wheel to illuminate the twists and turns of the road ahead. Combine that with the 22-inch polished aluminum wheels and lights out painted pockets, and the Wagoneer looks the part of luxury. It is clear that we have moved out of the ordinary and have entered the realm of luxury and lavish.
Jared, I agree. You can smell the luxury on this car, but just because something's luxurious doesn't mean you'll like it. I mean, some people eat snails, call it escargot, and think that's fine dining, but you're still eating snails. And on a purely aesthetic level here, Jared, I'm not sure I love the look of the Grand Wagoneer. I mean, it feels a bit too boxy to me. It's only a few steps away from the Nissan Cube.
Brad, it does have sort of a Lego boxy look to it, but that's for good reason, because the designers of the Wagoneer know that luxury is more than just looks, because the true indulgence for today's driver is about having space, and lots of it, by providing the most interior volume in its class, and best-in-class second row and third row legroom.
Well, let's test that out, Jared, with a third row test. You see, you and I have become connoisseurs of the third row test. We've headed to an antique road trip, we've gone to a Blue Jays game, we even went to a bachelor party at medieval times. But let's be honest, you won't catch a vehicle like this at one of those lowbrow events. No, for this third row test, Jared and I are headed to the opera.
Brad, I can't believe we scored tickets to Claudio Monteverdi's Oreo. You might not know this, Brad, but it's considered one of the best operas of all time.
Is that so, sir? My goodness, I didn't know. You're a big opera guy, are you?
Huge. Big opera guy right here.
Interesting. Tell me then, friend, what is the second greatest opera of all time?
It's easy. That's Martin Scorsese's The Godfather.
You have no idea about opera, do you?
I had no idea.
Yeah.
No.
We're a little out of our league here. I'm curious, actually. Do you think they're snacking at the opera? Can we snack?
Absolutely, they're snacking. I mean, they're going to have the peanut and the popcorn guy. I mean, look at Mr. Peanut. You know, he goes to the opera and he's bringing snacks for everyone.
Ooh, that's true. He is a snack guy. So we got wait, do you think they got those guys with the thing on top of their head going up and down the aisles?
Wow, they better.
Oh, snacking. I tell you, I could eat. What do you think? There's like, tall can of. Jared, shh, we're watching the opera. You're gonna have to keep the chips down a little bit there, okay? I mean, class, my friend, class.
They're
That's
Cool
what we're after
Ranch.
here.
Well, I will say this. Of all the back seats, and we seem to say this every single time, but this has enormous space. And there's even a button back here where I can recline my back seat. I have my roof here open. I have hooks for clothes. I have lights. This is an incredible and comfortable back seat.
Jared, there's so much space. I need my binoculars here to keep track of all the space. But you are right. There is no question. I'll tell you, I would love to watch the opera in this kind of comfort. This is, like you said, the greatest third row we have ever been in. The Wagoneer certainly gives you the luxury of comfort and space on the inside, but what about the luxury of power?
Brad, it has you covered in that sense as well, because the Grand Wagoneer provides a standard 6.4 liter V8 engine that produces a best-in-class whopping tow capacity of 9,850 pounds when equipped with the tow package. The engine gives you a staggering 471 horsepower and 455 pound-foot of torque. The only problem is if you want to check the oil dipstick, you might need a stepladder.
And when it comes to fuel economy, Jared, you get 12.8 liters per 100 kilometers on the highway and 18.6 in the city. The interior cabin has been curated with carefully selected materials, including genuine wood accents, precisely inlaid metal lettering, chiseled metal bezels, and artfully integrated technology to help set you completely at ease.
The 12-inch center touchscreen is configurable with a fully customizable home screen for one-touch operation and split-screen functionality. With their Uconnect 5 system, you can connect to 2 Bluetooth devices simultaneously for seamlessly refined functionality. You can also create up to 5 user profiles for personalization of music preferences, apps, seat position, mirror position, and climate control settings.
What I love about the Grand Wagoneer is that second row passengers can access their favorite entertainment through something called Amazon Fire TV for Auto with this beautiful 10.1-inch display screen.
To get that, you'll need the rear entertainment package that's available on the Grand Wagoneer. This will allow you access to your Amazon account while on the road to download and stream your favorite shows.
The Wagoneer feels lavish and luxurious when it comes to power and comfort, but how does it fare when it comes to safety?
Brad, the Wagoneer is like the caviar of safety. With over 120 safety and security available features in the car, this sets a new precedent and redefines safety.
Right. Now, it comes with certain things we're a bit familiar with, like standard active lane management system, which keeps you in your lane, and the driving assist system helps you stay in the middle of your lane while helping you keep a safe distance from other drivers. But Jared, with a luxury car, I expect more.
And more you shall get, especially with these new 3 items you will get to help keep focus on the road. First of which is the heads-up display. This will tell you how fast you're going, give you navigational cues, and of course, if equipped with, will give you roadside warnings. Also with this, there's an infrared system on the front grille of the car, and this is good for night driving because now it detects humans and animals while you're driving up the road at night. And the range is 200 meters, which is more than enough time to stop.
Those are great features, Jared. Another one that I'm excited about is something called the Drowsy Driver Detection Monitoring System. And with this, what you get is the car monitors steering and vehicle movement so it can detect if you're a little tired. And what it will actually do is warn you and give you cautions like driver, pull over, take a rest. In fact, it can even intervene with steering and brake monitoring.
And this isn't just new luxurious stuff. This car is setting a new precedent for the future generation of safety in vehicles.
Jared, I've always said I'm a big proponent that safety should be standard on all cars, but what encourages me about this is that what's luxurious today will become standard in tomorrow's cars. And so we have a bright future ahead of us where roads will be safer.
Right. Well, let's take this for a drive. Brad, here we are, and can I just say, viewers, can I just say that the outside of this car, yeah, it's nice to look at, but it's nothing compared to once you get inside. This is absolutely sublime.
Absolutely it is. I feel very at home in an opulent environment like this. I know you're struggling to adjust a little bit, but if I could, maybe I could introduce you to some of the finer features.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Brad, I think I can see in the backup camera, that's your car right there?
That would be.
And what were you saying about?
It's hard to tell. I'm just saying I feel at home in luxurious environments, given, who I am. And, so I think there's some real fine features here. This is the most expensive car we've ever driven.
This is the most expensive car.
Yes.
It shows, like, I'm getting an amount of money's worth in this car. I have my massive screen, viewers. I think you can see that in the back, with a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, check this out. I can fold my seats in the back. I can adjust my pedals. I have my fam cam.
Look at that, checking in on the fam. Now stop it back there.
Is that how,
if you're checking in.
is that why your kids always laugh at you? Yeah, it's just some really cool stuff, and it's easy to use. Oh, yeah, I just like it. I have a digital display here, and
I've got a display.
You have
here.
a display.
Look at this. I'm very excited about this. You don't have power over this.
And if anyone's thinking about safety, I can't see from where I'm sitting. I can't see Brad's screen.
Right.
It's black. I can't see what you see. So it's not going to distract the driver. But even like just small things, you have all this storage down here.
Well, what you want to tell us what that is?
This is a cooling area, similar to a refrigerator, and it just redirects your air conditioning to this area just by pushing the snowflake button there.
So you got a bottle of water, you stick it in there, keeps it cool. Can we demonstrate the chairs?
Absolutely. So, viewers, as you can see back there, this is a screen in and of itself, and it's cool because you can move the screen to get to your wireless charging. Now, if I bring the screen down, this is basically my climate control. Front, rear, seats, so I can play with my lumbar, but this is my favorite.
Ooh.
My massaging seats.
Oh, yeah.
And if I turn them on, I have waterfall, lower back, extend, low extend, and rock climb, which I'm not sure which one's my favorite. And a lot of cars with massage. You okay over there?
Oh, that's good.
A lot of cars with massaging seats, they'll just do your back, but this actually does your bottom as well.
Oh man, that feels good on
cool.
my bum right now.
Yeah, well, things you never thought you'd hear Brad say.
Oh.
But this is really neat. And the other thing, I can go on and on, but these buttons down below, if you can see them, they're haptic, but you actually have to give some force to the button. So it's almost like a real button, but it's also not like a real button. But it's like that perfect in between. You don't have a button, you have a touchpad, but you have to push it like a real button. And that's kind of a good way to have it. I really like this. Now, as I said earlier, this is Brad's car back here. I'm just going to back up just so we get a better angle.
Look at that. Don't run into it there, Jared.
I'd be doing you
I'll
a favor.
make more on insurance money here than it's worth. But
now, with this car, it is a Jeep. You have to keep that in mind. And that's I think you can fall back on that because when you have an SUV, everyone says off-road, off-road. This is a big SUV, but it also has the Jeep nameplate to back it up. So it's a luxurious car. It's big, but it also could really be an off-road car.
It could. Now, it's got the chops, that's for sure. But my question is this. You spend $120K on a car, are you taking that off-road? But this is, oh man, this massage alone. I'll tell you, it's a good thing they got drowsy driver system because this massage, whoo, it really puts your mind at ease, comforts you. It's fantastic.
It is. And you know what? If we compare this is, this particular one is even more than $121. I think it's $127,000 for this particular model. But what's a house cost these days? Because there's a lot in here that you could justify moving in to your Grand Wagoneer, selling your house, and you can live out of this. You got the refrigerator.
You got the fridge. You got chairs that I'm assuming would put better than my bed, massage you as you go to sleep.
Yeah.
Good heavens.
You could put a mattress back there.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. With that room? Oh, yeah.
You have your TV. You can watch your Netflix and all that stuff.
You're even a 2 TV household. You could be watching up here, and you got whoever's with you in the back watching their own show on Amazon.
So with
Fire TV Auto.
This would be the TV room.
Yes. This is the bedroom TV.
This is the bed. I think we're onto something. I could sell
Wow.
my house and buy 2 of these.
Two,
Have
yes,
a
you
cottage.
could. Okay. When you keep up at the lake there, yes.
And this is a Jeep with really at the heart of it, the all-wheel drive system, the Quadra 2 system, the all-wheel drive system that Jeep offers on the Grand Wagoneer is obviously one of the best. It has a limited slip differential, and essentially what that means is it's a proactive system. So if it anticipates there's going to be any potential for slip, it's going to reroute the torque to different wheels to make sure you don't lose control of the car. It's quite sophisticated, as it should be, being a Jeep.
And of course, you've got, not only do you have 5 drive modes, right? They're listed down here,
Yep.
rock, sand, snow, auto, sport, right? Like you've got different options there. But you actually have 5 drive heights available to you as well for the off-roading. So you got normal, off-road 1, off-road 2, even higher. Then you got park and something called aero, which I'm not really sure what
I think
that is.
that's more aerodynamic. It's lower to the ground.
That
Makes
would
sense.
make sense, viewers, wouldn't it? Aerodynamic, yes. So that's incredible. Some great options there.
Really cool stuff. And again, it still caters back to the whole idea that it's a Jeep. One hell of a nice Jeep.
Yes.
But it is a Jeep.
Yes. Jared, one of the things that people seem to be raving about in the Wagoneer is the Macintosh MX1375 reference entertainment system. And this thing packs a punch, okay?
Wow.
It comes with 23 speakers.
23 speakers.
A 1,375 watt amplifier, and a 12-inch subwoofer. This is like a music lover's paradise. Like I sing in the car. This is like your own concert, your surround sound. Amphitheater. So here's the thing: we can we got to give this a go for our viewers.
Well, here, I don't want to play with it too much while I'm driving. I'm not
Right.
overly familiar, so let me just test this bad boy out. How do you do?
Do you know how to change the channel?
I don't. Not sure. Sounds pretty
It's
good.
not bad. Oh.
Oh, as elegant as time itself. This is from the Oreo. Brett, I think this is from the Oreo. Claudio's Oreo? I think so.
You think it's from the Oreo, do you?
I'm pretty sure.
Jared, us highbrow people, it is L'Orfeo. Okay? Good heavens, man. If I'm going high class, it'd be nice if you followed along. L'Orfeo. And this is not it. I mean, that's a nice sound.
I feel like I'm there.
It's
Peanuts!
hot dogs! Who's got... Well, Jared, should we try to find something to critique about this?
Yeah, and I'm looking around and I honestly don't know offhand. I mean, if I could make a suggestion, and that's just personally, I mean, as nice as this interior is, I think the exterior should reflect some of that. I think the exterior doesn't hold up to what the interior is. But maybe that's what you want. You don't want to be gaudy and glamorous and look at me, look at me. You're enjoying your car inside. Maybe that's what they're going for. But I like it. I mean, look at this. There's even wood on the steering wheel here. The brown stitching. Like, this is a nice car. And I'm thrilled, thanks to our friends at Wellington Motors in Guelph, Ontario, for letting us use this car and entrusting us. If you're looking for a Jeep or some Dodge product, go see those guys. They're the best.
All right, any last... It's hard to critique a car like this.
Yeah.
It's just nice.
I don't think I have any place critiquing a car like this. It's like me critiquing caviar or fine foods.
This car should be critiquing us.
Car?
That's how good this car is.
Well, let's say this. Ask our viewers, if anyone out there who's not pretending to be luxurious like we are, If you know of this car and if you've heard of any problems, let us know, because we can't fault the car for anything.
Can't find anything.
That's up to you guys, not us.
Yeah, let us know. Well, there you have it, friends. If you're looking for opulence and extravagance, the Grand Wagoneer certainly has you covered. It has copious amounts of space, remarkable power, and the greatest and newest in technology and safety. And so if you're tired of handbags, watches, and bottles of scotch defining your aspirations to luxury, well then look no further than the Grand Wagoneer, provided you got 121K sitting around. But with that, I give the 2022 Grand Wagoneer my hood slap of approval.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.